What's going on, YouTube? Back at it again, Trajan here, checking in for another video. As you can see, I finally made up my mind on putting these black seats inside of my car. So I looked on YouTube and I couldn't find any videos I found a couple, but they weren't really that good, of how to replace these seats. Apparently they just bolt right in, so I'm here to tell you if they actually do or not. Just a reminder, these are black ebony 4th gen seats. Came out of like a 2002 Trans Am or something like that. I can't quite remember. But I also did try to look for this interior color name. According to the RPO code 19C, it is just called black. So as you can see, the carpet is black, the headliner is black, and half of the door panel is black. But now that I really think about it, this color kind of reminds me of houndstooth on like the older Camaros. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they were in the Camaros. I'm not 100% sure, but I just know that houndstooth kind of resembles this. One thing I really like about these seats is that it has the stitching Camaro right there. With the 4th gen seats I'm putting in, it doesn't have any stitching on it. I mean, obviously because they're black leather seats, but I don't have any issues with these seats. They're very comfortable. Honestly, I just felt like I should just throw those black ebony seats in. Kind of raise this seat up real quick. Yeah, like I said, they're supposed to just bolt right in. So I'll be the judge of that. Like I said, I couldn't find any videos on YouTube, so I'm just here to give you guys a before and after of, I'm gonna just call this interior houndstooth. So houndstooth between the black ebony, and I'll install these and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to install these seats, the 4th gen seats, and I'll be back. So all right, checking back in. This is the very next day of the 4th gen black ebony seat install in my 3rd gen. Ran into a little issue. So basically, the black ebony seats that I bought, they were actually power seats. And so right now, I'm at a local pick your part. This is like a 2000 Camaro base model. And this is the part that you need. So when converting from power seats to manual seats, going from a 4th gen to a 3rd gen, you need this manual track off of a 4th gen, because when you take it off of your old seats from the 3rd gen, these bolt holes right here, they're actually longer on the 4th gen compared to the 3rd gen. So you need these 4th gen ones to hook up to the 4th gen seats in order to hook into your car. Or unless if you're just going to stick with power seats. But like me, I'm going from the power seat 4th gens to manual seat 3rd gens. So once again, you need this manual track from a 4th gen in order to swap these seats over if you're going manual seats from power seats. So alrighty. What's up, YouTube? Checking in again. Like I said, this is the 3rd day for the, or the 2nd day, excuse me, for the 4th gen black ebony seat install inside of 89 iroc. Finally got the seats in. Like I said before, there is a crack or a tear right there, but I got this entire set for $100, and normally they run for about $500, $600, and they in decent condition. But I mean, this seat in particular, I will get reupholstered, and I guarantee you I won't be paying as much as $500 just to get this seat reupholstered. So at the end of the day, it's a steal in my book. So as far as the install, let me scoot this seat. Okay, I guess that's as far as it goes. Oh, there we go, right there. Lift that leather up to scoot it forward. But the seats are in decent condition. If I was to rate them out of a 10, I'll probably give them about a 7, maybe an 8. I don't know. But as far as the install, they were really easy. It was really easy. Everything literally bolts up. All right, so starting in the back, to take these two lower seats off, it's a bolt right under here. It's a 13mm bolt. Once you take that one bolt out on each side, it comes right out. As far as for this back piece, there's latches right here, and excuse me, there's latches right there. Just undo those latches, and then once you have these two seats out, you just fold this thing down, or you can keep it up, and there's actually a bolt right there, or a nut, excuse me. It's a nut right there on both sides, and once you take those two nuts out, this entire piece will just lift out of the hole where the screw is for the nut, and then your whole entire back seat will be out. Literally 4 bolts for the back seat. All right, moving on to the front. As you can see, this is a power seat, and I actually had to convert it to a manual seat, as you can see in the front. So this one right here is to adjust the seat up and down. This one is for back and forth, and then this one right here is for to move the seat forward, just like that. So as far as the front seat install, the passenger side, it was really easy. You have these 4 bolts, 1, 2, let me scoot this seat up, 3, and then 4. Once you take those 4 bolts out for the passenger side, it'll come right out. The driver side is very similar, but in my case, it was different. Like I said before, power seats to a manual seat, you have to get a 4th gen manual track because the 3rd gen will not work. It turns out that the manual track is actually too small for the 4th gen seat. So what I ended up doing was I took the electrical assembly out for the power seat on this particular seat. Then I just stuck the 4th gen. I went to the junkyard and stuck the 4th gen manual track on this one. I just pulled it from like a base model 4th gen Fbody. I think it was a Camaro, I think. And it literally bolts right up. It's 4 13mm bolts, and also these are 13mm bolts too for the front. And that's all you need is a 13mm ratchet or a socket for this install. It's very easy. So that's it for the install for the driver's seat. Another issue I ran into was these seatbelt retainers. Now these are off of my iroc, but they were for the old seats. And so my issue was that when I initially bought these seats, they came with the rounded ones for the Fbody. So to make a long story short, this seat belt was basically not inside. The seat belt was not inside here. So what I had to do was I had to take my 3rd gen seatbelt retainers and unbolt it, and then put this through there, because I couldn't figure out a way how to put this seatbelt through the 4th gen one, and I couldn't figure out a way how to take it out either. So I did, when I was at the junkyard, I did look at multiple GM vehicles to see if they had the same exact setup to where I can just loosen up this bolt right there, or that screw, and then just throw the seatbelt in there while this is still attached. There's actually a 2nd screw right underneath there once you take this 1st screw out. So yeah, I mean, I actually really like the look of it. I'll show you guys what I was talking about. There's my truck right there. She dirty right now, but it don't matter really. Let's see if I have this. Move this seat. Where the heck did I do with them? Oh, I see them. Just one sec. All right, so these are the 4th gen seatbelt retainers. As you can see, there's like no cut to where you could take the seatbelt out and throw it back in. So I had to take off the 3rd gen ones. It's just 2 screws that hold the retainers in on the 3rd gens and the 4th gens. You don't have to worry about it being a different size or anything because they're all the same size. So yeah, I decided to take these off because I didn't like the look of the seatbelt just hanging there without having a retainer. And so I just stuck the 3rd gen ones on the 4th gen seats, and like I said, they do just bolt right up. No issues at all. Guess we can take a look at the passenger side while I'm at it. That's the passenger seat. Pretty clean. And yeah, I mean, in my personal opinion, I think the interior looks a lot better like this. As you notice, the headliner is black. As I said before, carpet is black. Everything's black and it looks nice. And even when I stand at a distance and look at this door panel, how it's gray up top and then black on the bottom, it still doesn't really look tacky or whatever. So that's the end of the video. 4th gen seats in the 3rd gen. Super easy. All together, it probably took me about maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I ran into a couple difficulties, and I hope this video would help anybody who's trying to do the same project that I did, because I really couldn't find any videos on YouTube that was in this in-depth with it. So yeah, you guys have a good day. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and like and subscribe. More videos to come. Peace.